Welcome to the Wihtwara Chronicles. I am your dungeon daddy, Zach Ernst. Last week, we made our way to the city of Shroudmoor via caravan, and all of our players met. Some shenanigans ensued, a little bit of fisticuffs, a little bit of theft, a little bit of getting caught. But you all find yourselves at the gates of Shroudmoor. The walled city surrounded by a swamp with golden spires. You find yourselves at the Ashen Gates. The gates open, and in stark contrast to the golden spires above, you see blackened buildings colored by ash. And if you were to look up, you'd see those golden spires floating just above the city walls. Looking up, you see folk aplenty in ornate garb, flying from building to building. And what most of you using items that most of you have probably never seen. From the purely magical to the mechanical. Little rockets with smoke strewing out the back. What do you do? Where do you head?
I turn to Alikos and I go, "Have you seen such a grand city?"
You've seen a bigger city than I have. We don't have cities.
I mean, mine's more of a tribe, not so much of a city. This is
Well, you
giant.
have buildings.
No pun intended.
So you have buildings. So
That is true. I do have
Well,
buildings.
well, I tell the party, for me, this is my first time in such a beautiful place. I bet they have good places to eat. I bet they have good places to drink, and more importantly, I bet they have good places that make weapons than any place that I've ever ventured to.
probably better than these trail rations.
I like where your head's at, Gormac. I'm digging where your head's at, Gormac. Is there like guards? Like, is it kind of like a caravan-esque where they like search everybody before they enter, like the Witcher style, or is it just open gates?
You have already been searched. That is how
Oh,
you
okay.
lost your orb.
That's how he lost his ball.
One great big ball.
Well, then I guess I just say, head on in. Should we find somewhere at least for lodging? I've been walking a lot. I'm a little tired.
How about we start with? We definitely see the city, but what sort of area are we in?
Yeah, so looking around, you see it's a densely populated city, right? Think New York but larger. And larger. Like maybe
So London,
Mexico City size, but more densely populated.
So
if
like
you've
Hong
ever
Kong.
been to Mexico City. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So people are moving practically two abreast each side. Looking around, you do see this seems to be some form of industrial district. You hear the clanging of hammers. and some unusual whirling sounds.
Would my so when and I've never been to Mexico City, but I've been to like Barcelona, London, like like New
It's
York,
more densely populated than
populated,
both of those. Yeah.
and I guess then my follow-on question would be, would someone of my origin, an orc, is it so it's diverse enough that yeah, so it's
You look
diverse.
around, and you note that it is a majority human population. You see some half elves.
Ha ha ha.
No, I was laughing at the roll dice. So it's some half elves, even fewer elves, a few dwarves, but
But it
no
orc,
one like
yeah,
you,
like
Coin, Elric, or Alikos.
so we would still stand out in a big city like this.
Specifically, you and Elric.
Me and Elric.
You stand heads above the the normal population.
And I only ask whether I need to be on guard / whether the party may get turned away because of people like me and Elric. So
You're already in the city.
okay. Oh, so we're good.
Well,
I mean,
I say to the crowd or to our little gang here, I'd be like, well, I don't know too many people in this city besides Alikos, and I just figured maybe we could all find the same area to stay in, and have some drink and food for the first night, and then we could do whatever we want the day after. But I feel like first night, why not hang out with new friends that we have made along the caravan?
I'm thinking that someone owes me a little bit of a favor since they lost my item. So sure, I'll hang around and maybe take you up on your favor if you're still interested in receiving my favor.
Absolutely. I spoke it, so therefore I will, I'm not going to back down now. I made the mistake of losing it, and so.
So I am going to take this moment to sort of look in between the interplay between my two new friends and sort of give them a discerning look. I shall look into deep of both of their eyes, and so I gather that we are already trading favors this early in our relationship. This promises to be quite the stay. Do we know where we're going to go? No? Excellent. Then I shall look around and see if I can find somebody who looks not so talkative in the industrial area, but is available.
yeah, you pick out a rather small human woman, brown hair, about 5'3", face covered in ash, very pale.
Then I shall
So I'm assuming
saunter.
this ash looks like it's from working a job, not just like the sky is on fire and it's all coming down on me, and this is just a product of the environment.
Yeah, so yeah, when think about like industrial era London, right? When the Industrial Revolution was coming along, right? They didn't have the concept of separating out their factories and their coal production, so everyone just kind of got coated with the pollution, and that's what this is. If you breathe in super deep, especially you, Alikos, you feel like this slight burning. This does not feel like a good place to be.
Oh, it's not the good kind of burning.
No.
Sounds kind of more
Hmm.
more normal for coin, living more in the mining aspect. This is not as uncomfortable. Everybody's just
Sure.
covered in soot.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey,
So,
Dungeon Daddy, I got a question. What time of day is it roughly? Can I tell?
So,
Smog too big.
yeah, no. It'd be about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, so we still have decent amount of daylight then.
I love it. Alikos.
Yeah,
Alikos
way to.
dons his mask.
so
Okay, when you're
I am
working
going
a
to
lot.
saunter the way of this young lady, and I'm going to give her a lovely bow. Hello, lady. I am Dafir Azam. How are you today?
I'm late.
Excellent. I will not keep you very long. My friends and I are recently arrived into your pleasant city.
Just give a wave.
Yes. And I was hoping you could direct me towards fair lodging in this area.
Well, you could go to the Cursed Hammer.
The Cursed Hammer. It sounds quite lovely. Will you be headed towards the Cursed Hammer later, perhaps?
I won't. I've got my own place to stay. But if you want to make it there, it's down the Ash Souls Road. And, bye. And she scurries off. And you note that she is pointing down the main thoroughfare in front of you.
And with that, I'm going to prance back over to the party. And I do believe I have found a place to stay. It's of questionable, maybe modest means, but it should suit our purposes, at least for the night, if anyone is interested. It apparently is, and I'm going to gesture vaguely down the main path yonder.
Hey, friend Day Fear, did you find out if they have good places, if they have any good good eats?
I had barely enough time to get that out of her, but there are other people, fear not. I shall ask about food as well.
Because as you know, my friend, this is really the first time that I've been out and about in the world. So, eating, drinking, and getting better weapons. Those are the three things that are important to me right now.
I would have thought tussling would have made its way into your list, but sure, we can definitely get weapons and the like to suit your needs. So perhaps we should go in the general direction of this tavern in whatever it is. I believe it's called the Cursed Hammer. While we go, I would like to look around and see, are there any more townsfolk that we might pester for sources of food?
I'm going to turn to Coin. We've been on the road a couple of days, and these seem like good people. I guess we should keep with them.
Well, we might even get the bigger fellow to help us with our task, and finding a place of central location does not sound like a bad idea at all. I agree.
So I'm very ready to settle down, and we might get some information about my previous companions.
Savior,
If
did the lady
there's a-
say whether there were this cursed hammer was merely lodgings or also served drinks?
Sadly, she was not overly overflowing with information. It was more or less that she met my specific requests and buggered off.
Things move so fast.
She did. She did that. She was efficient at the very least, but she did seem rather hurried, so I did not seem best to waylay her further. But, again, if we keep our eyes peeled, I will be happy to attack another person and get information from them. And with that, I'm going to generally move in the direction and keep my eyes looking for another person who seems less in a hurry.
So everyone seems to be in a pretty decent hurry, right? This is a working district, and these people seem to have places to be.
Do I see any soldiers?
Give me a perception check.
Jeez. Let's get those fantastic rolls out of the way.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
Oh, that's a Fumi roll if I've seen one in a while.
Hey, it might not be Fumi Rolls' campaign. Just you wait.
Yeah.
For 5, you don't see any soldiers.
How about any constabulary? Do I see any of them? Do I see anybody who other than people rushing around?
You don't. You're just buffeted about by the crowd. You have a hard enough time keeping moving forward.
Is
it's
the
still
cursed
midday.
hammer in visible range?
We could ask the tall one to see it first.
I point at
Am I-
myself and I'm like, "Me?"
Oh, you're.
Or him. I point to Gormac.
Yeah,
Him?
I was just trying to figure out which one of us is the tall one to you, Shorty.
I kind of like do the head thing, but like my hand goes lower to go to Gormac as I get to him. Like,
No,
we're
you
the
got. Yeah, I was like, which one of us is the tall one, Shorty?
Hey.
I look at Dayfear and I go, "Would you mind if I put you on, like if you stand on my shoulders, you could get a better view."
We could definitely do that. I'm quite certain it's possible. But I think it's probably best, given how busy everyone is, for us to just find this cursed hammer and do our research from there. Do you agree?
I like that idea. Usually, a
Okay.
good barkeep will help us, or the innkeeper. You know, they always know something. At least in my tribe, they do.
Indeed,
That's
indeed.
what the stories say.
And especially with the
Oh.
exchange of a coin or two, we might actually get some information of value.
So as we
After-
continue walking, go ahead.
After walking about 15 minutes, do you wish to do anything in that time, Alikos?
No, I was saying we were walking. So
Yep. You come across this Gothic building with that's again soot colored, and you see a warm glow from each of its 4 stories.
is there?
In front of it, there's a sign that hangs upon the cursed hammer.
Looks like we're here. Step forward and I'll open the door.
It is definitely the sort of building that inspires tales, if not songs. I shall have to enter this one into something perhaps horror-like, but hopefully what lies within is much more welcoming than what lies without. Shall we, lady and gentlefolk?
As we're entering the building, do we clock anybody kind of giving us any eyes We kind of stand out a whole bunch. We just walked into the city.
And
We're
is the air
Everyone,
kind of
any,
looking behind us.
is the air
Kind of
any
see.
clearer?
I'm sorry, what was that, Alikos?
Is the air any clearer?
No. You are still within the industrial district.
Hey Zach, or Dungeon Daddy, I got another question. How the fog in the city, does it seem like the fog doesn't affect the city? Like, do they have
Uh,
orbs all around it?
As soon as you hit the gates, the fog ended. There's no fog within the city.
Okay.
And despite the air pollution, it does seem also brighter as the sun reflects off of the golden city above.
White noise. They drive the fog act.
Is there live music inside? Does it seem like it's a tavern and a place to sleep, or is it just kind of like a hotel?
So yeah, as you walk in, you
Sorry.
no worries, no worries.
I was
Lots of
asking about
questions. I love
the.
it.
I was
Oh,
asking
I'm
about
sorry.
the
No one.
outside.
So no one in particular is giving you special attention. Everyone that you've walked past is noticing you.
Gotcha.
The only people who do not see the weight or feel the weight of eyes upon them are Naz and Dafir.
Safe here.
Everyone else, you're freaks. Like to the point where like people, it isn't just racism, right? Many of you, they probably haven't seen your like outside of stories.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like to reference the Dresden Files, it's like a black man walking through Russia, right? If there are cars, you'd cause car accidents.
So I would say more a black man walking through Kosovo, because I've walked through Russia and the Ukraine, and Kosovo was much different.
Or a white
was-
guy walking through Zambia.
I was literally referencing the Dresden Files. They've got a character in there named Sonia, and he talks specifically about walking through small towns and causing car accidents.
I know.
So, but you get the idea. That's
Yes.
the idea. Is you all are mythic creatures almost, or sources of fear. So you walk into this tavern.
To the party. Once we get done here at the tavern, since they haven't seen our like before, maybe as someone who used to be in the city guard, it might be good for us to introduce ourselves to the local constable, so they know that we're not here to cause trouble. What are your thoughts?
Well, that's a definite. It's a plan. It's probably a good one. I would be honest to say that Gormac, I do wish to not become personally acquainted with the local constabulary whenever possible.
My friend Dafir, I expected that from you.
I'm also
Unless,
not
of course,
looking
they're going to
make
pay me
myself
for my
known.
services, of course. I do apologize, Mr. Coyne. You were saying?
I'm not looking to announce myself in the city. I think that my appearance alone takes care of that. If they ask for me, there'll only be one of me.
And again, I was just throwing it out there as someone who used to work in a city guard. But you know, I expect the bar to want to keep it on the low.
So you would hazard a guess that the policing of a smaller village like yours would drastically differ from the policing level of a
Okay.
city like this. Again,
Thank you,
think about New York police versus
Oh yeah,
the sheriff and
local. Yeah.
the small towns of the Midwest.
No. Thank you, Dungeon Master,
Yep.
for the clarification.
Alrighty, so we are in the building.
You are in the building.
Could I get a general idea of the floor plan, please?
If you'll stop asking questions, I can tell you exactly what it looks like.
I need a layout of the dance floor.
So there are about 30 tables, long tables, in the hall. There is at the wall opposite of yours a long bar with a single purple-haired elf behind it. And then there are about 30 people here. It's particularly light. It looks empty. It is not. It is not. It is not dinner time. It is not lunchtime. Though you do see bowls littering the tables, and you do note that you only see one person staffed. The floors are dirt and covered in straw, and there does seem to be a staircase on the same wall that you're on that is leading up.
Dungeon Master, for the individuals that we do see here, throwing my soldier guard hat on, does everyone seem to be armed? Does everyone seem to be of the same sex?
Give me a perception check.
While he rolls his perception check, roughly, like, how many bowls would you say? Like, if I wanted to be nice to, like, hand them while we go and order our rooms, could I pick up 10 or 15 bowls and bring them up?
Absolutely.
In one hand, because
In one hand, yeah. Go ahead and roll 2d20.
Me?
Yes.
And
No for each hand.
Where's the...
So
Fumi rolls are bad.
Yep. So you rolled a performance, but we'll take the one.
Oh, sorry. I
I'm
thought
sorry.
I hit-
So you rolled the 2.
Sorry.
Which is still so you were
No.
wondering whether they're armed, and what
Yeah.
what was the other question?
They're all
armed,
men or all
male, female. Is it
It
mixed?
it seems to be a mix.
Seems to be a mix.
And you can't tell whether or not they are armed.
armed. As
You
Elric,
you do note that about a third of them have cloak up, hood up.
Spoke up. All right. Oh, thank you.
goes around and starts picking up bowls. I'm going to go right up to the bartender. Say, as I approach, what do you have to drink that's fun?
You're gonna have to wait a fucking moment. And she just starts going to the other end of the bar, filling.
Oh, you're out. Zach, you're out.
Well, hello?
You cut
We
out. for
lost
like
you
just
at
a
wait
second.
just a fucking moment and went to the other side of the bar.
And went to the other side of the bar. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception.
Yep, since you're This is just to see if you notice something fun.
Ooh,
Me too.
let's go.
This is particularly poignant since you are the brewer of the group. You note that all of these kegs have different insignias on them.
Well, that's fun.
Boy.
You do note that a few do have the hammer that you saw outside, but most of them don't. It's only like 2 of the 40 kegs that you see.
On a big city, that makes sense. You brew a couple yourself and a couple of everyone else.
So she zips down and pours 3 pints and then takes them to the opposite end of the bar and comes to you. All right. And at this point, I'd say the rest of you probably catch up to Alikos if that's the way that you're heading.
Yeah, I'd bring the bowls with me up there as well and be like,
And
I cleared some of the tables for you before we ordered anything. I figured you could use a little help.
and with that, she softens a little bit. Oh, all right. You're a little strange looking, but how can I help you all?
What do you have to drink that's fun?
Well, we've got ale, and then we've got ale, and then we've got ale.
Oh yeah, but you've got what? 9 different breweries?
Yeah, that's ale.
Yeah. Which ones? Which?
That's what I try to tell him.
It's I can pour you
Yeah,
a
you
mug
know,
of
I'll just-
ale, and then you'll be happy. I don't know what the fucking varietals are.
Ah. Oh, that's fine. I'll just go down the line. Mug of the first one, if you would, please.
All right, she runs to the far end.
This first one.
Jesus.
She comes to a screeching halt and then walks back. You're gonna have to be more fucking specific. What will the rest of you have?
Trying to make it easy for you.
I'll have the same as him. I'll just have it the same as him.
All right, and you with the pointy ears?
Well, I must say that I am going to go
I'm
with
sorry, I
the...
was talking to the lady.
Ah,
I was gonna say that's vague. That's so vague. A lot of us have pointy ears, so
All of us have
be
pointy
a
ears.
little
I
bit more
think.
specific.
I mean, really, how fucking rude.
I don't think a giant has pointy ears.
No, I
The satyr
don't
has
actually.
pointy ears?
I don't.
Oh, do you?
Oh, you got pointy
I
ears?
have, yeah, I have pointy
Probably
ears.
be looking at my horns though. So
That's even more.
I'll say to him, I'll take your favorite.
All right, and the ugly one.
I'll have the same.
All right, and the ugly.
Am I the ugly?
Am I the ugly one?
And the other ugly one.
That's the green ugly one.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the red
you,
one?
you.
Okay.
You,
Well, I'm not good at picking drinks. Day fear. What are we drinking? You always pick the best ones, Bard.
I find it's always best to go with the bartender's choice. While you guys obtain libations, I shall mix with the culture of the place. And with that, I'm going to go in search of other folk.
all right. So you note, anyone who's watching, she pours all 6 beers from the same closest. If you're giving her the option, she's gonna go easiest.
Yeah.
And
mhm.
does with all 3, and then you note on the last one, she lets it pour a little bit and knocks the spigot with her elbow, and then turns around. All right, that'll be 2 gold pieces.
2 gold.
Why, yes. You're coming here asking for my tastes, and I have expensive tastes. 2
Well,
gold pieces.
it seems like you may need a little assistance. We didn't get your name.
Ah, yes, I'm Nazliar. Nelaser for anyone who's taking notes.
And
One more time.
Nazliar,
Nelaser.
I think that we could maybe come to some sort of agreement if maybe we help tidy up a little bit and maybe give your customers a little bit of a show as well. Takes their mind off of how long it takes to get their drink or food.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage because you have already helped out.
Hell yeah.
And Miss, I would love if you have
Hell
anything
yeah!
heavy
Look at that.
if you have anything heavy that needs to be moved, I would love to help out. I'm not a small guy.
We can refill some cask spaces.
Oh, you want to refill some cask spaces? We could do
I
that.
could help with that as well.
Are those
All
heavy?
right.
Are those heavy? Those are heavy.
They're heavy and they're a little far away and maybe just a titch hard to get. But I'd be
Well,
happy to
maybe
take if you'd be willing to commit to getting me some new casks, I'd be willing to give these beers on the house.
What if we also needed a night's stay? How do you feel about that?
If you got me 2 casks, I'd give you a night's stay.
I look at Gormac and I like nod my head and I say, I think him and I could do this together and help you out.
All right.
I will.
I nod my head. I nod my head in agreement.
I will taste my ale. Is that worth 10 times the going price?
You taste your ale and it tastes a little watery.
Mm.
Well, Nazlier, maybe have a seat. Maybe let our companions help out a little bit while we negotiate a little bit of a deal for some
I think we
drinks,
already
some food,
negotiated. You get everything for the cost of 2 casks.
And ma'am, that included a place to sleep, correct?
It did.
Oh, then me and my fellow big fella, we'll do whatever it takes.
All right then. All right. So enjoy your drinks, and when you're done, we'll talk about paying up. So while they're having this conversation, Dave here, you see, like I said, there are about 30 people here. You see 10 with their hoods up, and they're sitting on their own by themselves drinking beer.
All 30 of them.
The 10 with hoods.
Okay. That leaves 20 without hoods.
Yeah, so the rest are in various groups of 2 to 5. What sort of group would you walk up to, or would you walk up to an individual?
I am going to pull out the lute, and I'm going to start gently playing a few lively little notes here and there, pausingly as I look around to see the reaction.
Go ahead and give me a perception, or not a perception, I'm sorry, a performance check. It's a rough start. You break a few chords as you start. Your voice isn't warmed up. It's a little warbly. But eventually you settle on a pleasant tune, kind of background. Nothing that is too attention getting, but nothing offensive.
But no reactions.
I mean, at the beginning, you might have gotten a few shivers.
Well, I'm going to head in the general direction of the people without the hoods on.
All right. You going for a large group or a small group?
I'm headed in their general direction. You made it sound like the people with the hoods up were kind
Well,
of in one group.
just they're spread out. It is a large area, right? And so and they're spread out amongst like themselves, right? Like I said, I believe I said there were 30 tables.
You did say there were 30 tables, yes.
Mm-hmm. So there could be a person sitting on each table, but there isn't, right? So you've got interspersed in those 30 tables areas of 1, areas of 2 to 5.
Right, so I'm going to head into the largest concentration kind of area.
All right.
Greatest area of effect.
Without putting too fine a point on it, yes.
Yeah. And as you get closer, you get a couple looks over the shoulder at the largest group. That none of the folks with hoods up look at you at all. And they continue their conversation. You hear
And we're losing
that
you
sermon.
again.
Did you hear that sermon over at the Church of the Father? It was inspiring. We can do better. We can make a difference. And those above could not function without us. It's is a little inspiring, but I could use a little bit of realism with my sermons. Then you hear a third voice. I didn't go. It was over my shift. Then you hear another group as you kind of wander and my child, he's been lost for 8 days and the constabulary won't do a goddamn thing. You wander a little further and you hear, and those bastards killed my fucking wife. Just 'cause they thought she had a fucking gem of note. One was laughing maniacally, dumb as fuck.
Do I know what a gem of note is?
You don't.
Moving on.
And the rest of the conversations do seem to kind of ebb and flow. As you grow closer, especially with your age, some of them become more and more quiet.
Is there anything I would note about the group that becomes quiet at my approach? Is there something that
I mean,
distinguishes them?
the groups.
Some of them were vociferous. But it sounds like they're being furtive.
Give me a perception check. Hard to tell.
Dude, your rolls are just.
Real
You're,
bad.
you're giving us some real Andrew rolls.
At least I'm clearing them out for everybody.
Yep, here we go.
All right. Well, then I'm going to kind of continue a circuit, moving around, see if there's anything else I can hear, making my way back to the party.
I was about to say, you'll note that everyone has kind of gathered in an area of their own. What's everyone doing?
When you say
while-
everyone, do you mean our party or the people?
Yes, our party.
So, Dungeon Daddy, I'm stretching, getting ready to pick up some cast.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I won't hit performance this time. This time.
I have faith in you. You don't see any casks.
Jeez Louise.
We said there wasn't going to be any Fumi rolls, but
Hold on, I just want to point out, Fumi, you rolled with advantage, and you got a 2 and a 1.
No.
You got a 1 and a 0.
No.
Yeah,
we
Am
rolled.
I on
Yeah,
advantage?
rolled.
His perception
die.
is -1. So he rolled a 2 and a 1.
No. I don't see advantage check.
If
It
you
just
go,
rolled on
you're rolling-
accident.
Yeah,
So what you're doing is you want to go into your the character sheet, hit the
Right.
where it says core, bio, spells, and then there's a gear. Click the gear.
Right.
On the right.
No, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've just got advantage toggled on. That's why you're rolling twice. But I do enjoy the fact that you were rolling advantage. And,
No, I don't.
and,
No, 'cause I
and you
remember.
got two of the worst rolls.
I remember advantage from last year, and I had to actually click advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's auto toggled right now. So
All right,
you'll
fine with
have
that.
to. Yeah, I can
I have to
fix
ta-
that for you. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
okay.
Don't worry
Okay.
about it. It's fine. I can source it out.
So I suck.
I know when I
suck.
ask for advantage.
So
No,
I
you're
suck.
fine. It's how I
Okay.
set you up. I didn't take care of it. So don't worry about it. So yeah, you don't see any casks.
Jeez.
I ask Nelsier, and I'm like, so where do we have to get these casks from? Do you have a basement, a cellar? Oh, where are they at?
She'll give you a small smile. Oh, they're close. Don't worry. Drink up, and then we'll come to a settlement.
I want to insight that shit. She's
Yeah,
stealing them. She is stealing them. Absolutely stealing them.
While he's
What's
insighting,
here?
my earnest self isn't gonna like think that she's
Yeah.
stealing, even though
Yeah.
Jacob for sure knows this bitch stealing and everything.
Yeah.
There's a
All
coin
of it.
intrinsically knows what's happening here.
Coin. Go ahead and
what
give
I'm gonna
me
say
an
is,
insight
like,
check.
What I'm gonna say to her, I'll be like, "Well, I would rather do it now." With
Okay, yeah,
sound
let's
mind.
do this.
I get a
Don't-
little.
don't-
I get a little.
Don't
afraid
don't
to
worry. Don't worry. That'll help. Go sit down, enjoy your drink, clean a few dishes, and we'll take care of things. Coin.
Well, I
This
did.
bitch is absolutely stealing her casks.
Oh yeah, coin knows. That's fine.
So
That's
so
fine.
is Day Fear, has Day Fear come close enough yet that that it's not awkward for me to walk over to
Yeah.
him? Or
Yeah, no. Oh, I mean, you can walk over to him at any time, and you decide whether or not it's awkward.
I would like for him to be like within 10 feet and just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's there.
grab my buddy.
He's there. Yeah.
All right, so I walk over to Dave Fear, and I, in a low tone, say, "My friend, something just isn't right about this place."
I would have to say you are correct. That the general liveliness of the place is downright dead. There's something not quite right about the bartenderess. She seems to be quite sketchy, and the clientele is questionable at best.
And as you remember when we first met, I introduced you to my barkeep friend Laura, who is like a sister to me. Barkeeps don't behave in my short time of life. Barkeeps do not behave the way that this young lady's behaving. So something we need to be on guard. Again, I say it in a low tone.
I would have
I'm
to
gonna look
agree.
at Alikos. Oh, sorry. You
No,
keep going,
that
keep going.
was it pretty much.
I'm gonna look at Alikos and say, "Hey, I don't normally like to receive things before I've done the deed for them. I feel very odd drinking this ale before I have like earned it, and she's not giving me any more information on how I can do it now. How far are you into your ale?"
My second.
Oh shit! Oh well, I gotta drink up, I guess. If you're already on your second or third, I just chug the whole fucking cup of ale. Just
Which is a symbol to you anyway.
it's in 2 fingers.
What
Like,
are you talking about? They don't have giant glasses. You have like a pitcher.
Yeah.
have a barrel anywhere.
It's like this size, so you're okay. It's like a teacup.
Yeah, it's palm. Yeah, I pinky
Yeah.
out. Sure.
Yeah.
I guess it is what it is. I guess if you're already in it, then I guess I'll be in it too.
Oh, I
Start
can
drinking.
pay for mine, so you do whatever you want.
Like halfway. But you have 2 gold.
I got enough for my drink. The other 5 were yours, so or.
I mean, I have a few silver and like a gold or 2 on me, but that's all I got to my name. I guess I didn't understand how big the world was and what I needed to really come across. So it'll be nice to save some. And I'm not trying to make everybody here pay. So
There's a point. I'll look at my mug. I'll put it down for a bit.
So I think that if the barkeep Nazler, what's her name again? It's
Nasliar.
Yeah, Nasliar.
Yeah, I have it as
Nasliar.
Nasliar.
I figure that she's kind of back to the hustle and bustle while we're doing
Yeah,
our
yeah.
own kind of thing. So yeah, definitely Coin would go over to Naz, and so it seems that things are a little bit more shady here than I anticipated. It's a little bit more under the table, which is not always a bad deal. It can definitely help us leverage the establishary, but we should definitely keep an eye on some of the people that are coming and going here. But I intend to maybe try to get a little better deal since she's not being as forthcoming with her supplies. I just want you to be aware as well. I'm gonna go
Yes.
talk to her a little bit.
Yes, you go do that. See if you can find out anything about these people in the hoods. I haven't taken a sip of my drink. I kind of push it away from me. I don't like the feel of this place. And
Oh, that's okay. I'll drink that for you. That's fine.
I
They're just gonna start double
I'm
fisting it.
gonna see what else is. You said this was a 4-story place, right?
It is.
So I'm gonna say to Quinn, I'm gonna check out the rest of this place. Keep her occupied.
That I can do.
I'm with them going to kind of move over to stand with my back against the wall, where I can see up the stairs, but I'm not gonna move up the stairs yet.
You motherfuckers splitting the party already. All right.
Hell
Well,
yeah, let's go!
But I'm
All right.
guessing.
All right.
I'm guessing that we can.
So at this point at the table, you've got Elric, Alikos, Dayfear, and Gormak.
But we can see Nazari moving away, though, right?
Yes.
So
I'm not.
Uh,
I'm not
if
keeping a huge eye.
I'm sorry,
and then Coin is moving to the bar.
and so if I being the Southern gentleman that I am, from a small town, I'm gonna tap Dave Fear on the leg, and I'm gonna stand up and walk toward Naziri, so she's not by herself.
Big sore thumb, just fucking. Great.
Right, because where I'm from, friends look out for friends. So that's Dungeon Master. That's what I did. I tap Dave Fear on the leg while we're at the table, and I stand up and I slowly walk toward Naziri.
All right.
It's adorable. It's great.
This
Great.
is great. I love it. I love it.
Hey, I'm awake. I'm awake, guys. I'm awake, guys.
So let's do this in order. So I want to go to Coin first. Coin, you walk up to the bar.
I was wondering if we could have a quick word, maybe just a little bit more in private.
She looks up and down the bar, and you note that there's no one within 10 feet of you. Here's fine, my dear.
That's perfectly fine with me as well. I just wanted to maybe come to better terms for our agreement. If it is reasonable for someone such as yourself in such an establishment as this to maybe help fellow travelers while they are in town. We see many fine labels on these casks, and we understand that maybe they are from neighbors who are maybe less willing to part with their wares.
All right, dearie. Let's not fuck around. If
I
you're going
agree.
to try and extort me, I will fucking kill you.
Not
So,
extort. Not extort.
I'm not hiding any of this shit. If any of them wanted to come here, they could. They don't because they don't want to fuck with me. So, if you want to fuck with me, we got a problem. You just made it 4 casks that you got to steal, you fucker.
Actually, my question would be, is there a reason that you feel you need to steal for them? Is there something that's
Look,
wrong with
look,
your...
look around here. I don't have staff. I don't have a clientele. I'm barely keeping this building together as it is. I can't afford a fucking brewer. So, you either steal 4 fucking casks, or you gotta deal with me.
Or maybe there's a different option where we can help you with your business. We can help you maybe find a brewer. Maybe we can find some more people to
You can
bring to
find a
your establishment.
brewer who doesn't work for shit. No, that's not what I'm looking for, and that's not what I'm fucking asking for.
So you don't
Stop
want a
trying.
successful business, you just want to keep it as it is. And
The business
possibly
I've
one
got,
day
the business
become.
I've got works for me. You see, the constabulary doesn't fuck with me. Other brewers don't fuck with me. My lights stay on. I'm fed, and I am in drink.
If that is how you wish to keep it, then 4 barrels we shall get. But we will maybe ask for a favor later down the road.
Go
Does
ahead
that
and give
seem
me
fair?
a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Dungeon Daddy, how this conversation is going? How loud? Like, am I able to hear it?
Yeah, you're able to hear this.
Oh shit!
She's not being subtle.
She doesn't seem like she's being subtle, yeah. She's
God
screaming
damn
at
it!
me.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to ruin this, guys.
And no one is fucking looking, right? They know what's going on, and looking at their clothes, you'd also note that everyone's kind of shabby dressed in the way that there's no way that they were paying 6 gold pieces, or I'm sorry, 2 gold pieces for 6 beers. None of these people have seen a gold piece in their fucking lives.
Damn it! I don't want to be that guy, but I kind of have to be that guy. I walk up to the bar midst yelling.
So let's pause that. Let's pause that, and I'm gonna pause the favor bit. I will say, just to halt any like cliffhanger there, you succeeded. Let's move to Naziri and Gormak.
So, Dungeon Master, did they fear acknowledge my leg tap, or it's just me and Naziri?
He followed. He didn't do anything as crass
Alright.
as acknowledgement.
Okay. So again, in a low tone, I say, Miss, it seems like you moved away from us, and as I told the bard, I don't have a good feeling about this place. Please, come closer to your friends in case this is a trap.
Oh, my simple friend. That is precisely why I'm over here. I need to keep an eye to make sure no one sneaks up on us. I appreciate you coming to check on me. If you would like to help me keep watch, that would be much appreciated as well.
I'm going to lean in to Gormak, and I'm going to say, horses, horses, horses. And I'm going to spread out.
And upon hearing horses, 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 I'm gonna go back to sit down at the table.
Well, that's not mysterious at all.
That's
All
part
right.
of our part of our
Yeah,
backstory.
no. Don't say anything.
Well,
Okay.
I fucking love it. Don't say a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So
All
I
right.
nod,
So I love it.
walk back to the table.
I love it. So you walk back to the table. Naziri, what do you do?
with that interaction, I just kind of look between them and I just, you said no one in the bar is like, this is a normal interaction between a patron and this bartender? Like
I
they're all
mean,
just whatever.
no one is paying attention to and you hear this too, right? This yelling. It's not that it's a normal interaction. It's that you get the feeling that no one cares.
Okay. I'm I'm gonna leave my post and I'm gonna go join Mr. Coin up at the bar and say what seems to be the problem here.
Sledge,
I don't.
you're muted.
I
Oh, there we
don't
go.
believe that we have a problem. I think we actually have an agreement. Here. But thank you for your concern.
Yes, the six of you are going to provide 4 casks, and I'll owe you a favor. And I think that favor is probably worth more than most. At this point, Erlich, you can come up.
I come up and I sit my half-drank ale down, and I toss 2 silver on the table, and I say, "I changed my mind. I overheard the conversation, and I'm not a thief."
Oh, don't
This
worry,
is-
Derry. It's not stealing; it's acquiring. Don't worry. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
She literally said stealing out loud. You said an insight? A 9.
All right, hold on. I gotta make a roll.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, I don't know
Oh,
how this is
yeah?
gonna go. I
Yeah?
don't know how this is gonna
Let's
go.
go?
So I rolled with advantage because like I kind of view you as a little dumb, right? And she rolled a 5 and a 4. Fucking really? I didn't have to beat
Yeah.
that much.
That's pretty bad.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
for her.
So you absolutely don't believe her.
I kind of I don't get aggressive, but my
Yeah.
my expression definitely changes, and I say, "Ma'am, please do not take me for a fool. I came in here hoping
All right.
and asking."
So you're not a fool. You made a deal, you didn't ask about it. So you're going to fulfill it, and because of your friends negotiating, it's now 4 casks and a favor. So
I like look
I've got-
over.
I've got
I look over at Coin and I go, "You did what in my name?"
Do
You said,
do you remember the favor you owe me, sir?
I literally do this. My character, literally.
I'm taking a paper clip and I'm taking and making them $1,000, okay? Favors all around. Everybody's getting favors.
Zach, was the first 3 barrels, were they the same? You're out.
they're not. No.
Okay. I'm going to drain my mug and ask for one of the 4th one.
Yeah. The 4th one is completely different, and she's like, God damn it, can't you see we're in a fucking conversation? And she goes off, fills it, slams it down. Tastes completely different. And it's a different shade as well, right? And like, actually, it's a little dark. Being a brewer yourself,
Mhm.
this is probably a stout and not an actual ale.
All
I
right.
look at Coin.
Well,
and I like.
as she moves away, I'll be like, better to give him a breath to realize.
I look at Coin and I go, "You're right. I did. I did say I owed you a favor, and if this is the kind of favor that you bring and that you ask of me, I will follow through. But then in our favor that I have asked of you, you better give me as much as you possibly can, because this is against every fiber that I believe in, and I do not take
Absolutely.
this lightheartedly."
And if it wasn't for shelter and food for the night, maybe I would be more reluctant to agree to such a deal. But in such a place, we might find refuge in a time that we are uh, in need.
I know I usually don't like to do this, but I want to roll insight on a player. Is that okay? Like,
Yeah,
how much
that's
does
fine.
he truly
Yeah.
believe that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you roll an insight check. Go ahead and whisper that to me. So if you
Oh
rolled it
shit.
and then you didn't whisper it, roll another one. Whisper it to me. And
Okay.
Sledge,
How do you do
I
that?
want you to
Leave it.
roll either a perception or a persuasion or a deception, and whisper it to me.
GR.
How do I whisper it?
Slash GR instead of slash R.
Slash
So
GR?
if
Oh, in the
so,
sheet.
hold on. Let me.
I know you can do it.
Ability to toggle your advantage, which means that you are now able to do you see on your character sheet it has public and to GM. So click on to GM.
Oh, I do see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So go ahead and you can roll it now. And just remember after this roll to switch it back.
Did you only get it, or does everybody see that one?
Everybody sees that one too.
Why? That's
Okay.
that's all right. We'll use your first one.
I switched over to GM. That's super weird. I don't understand.
That's fine. That's fine.
Damn. Sorry,
Sledge,
Zach.
I can't remember because I was I was dealing with the administrative side. So, did I say to roll with disadvantage
No,
or advantage? Okay, cool. So
no, that's a slip.
Elric, yeah, Elric, you you think that he's a little full of himself.
Oh shit. Oh dude. Okay. Okay. Elric kind of leans in because he doesn't want to make a big scene. He already knows that he's looked at, and he's trying to be an earnest person out here and make a good representation. But he leans into Coin. Kind of gets down on one knee, honestly, because Coin's so short.
I was like, now we're just eye to eye. That's fine.
And says, we'll do it this way. And it kind of pains me because I was hoping to have found some similar-esque people on this journey that followed same values, but it doesn't seem that way. Maybe you'll change my mind, but Doesn't seem like this is for the long haul.
I think that I can change your mind, but in due time. But I still have a
grab-
favor that I owe you, and I will honor it.
I hope you do. As I get back up, I slam my drink and I slam the mug back down on the table, kinda angrily. And I go, I'll take what my friend Alikos had, that fourth barrel. I slide the mug to her. You have yourself a deal.
Wonderful, my dears, wonderful. I fucking love to hear that we have a deal. Here, drink up, and she puts 2 pints in front of you. Drink, enjoy.
I slam one and leave it there, and I take the other with me.
Cheers, my dear.
It seems that my friends know how to drink.
It seems to be. Now let's see if they keep their word. My favorite goes both ways, dearie. She turns like stone face for you for a moment, and then smiles. Enjoy. Can I get you something else? Coin, my dear.
What is the accommodation that we will be provided?
You will each have a bed. And that's as much as I can guarantee.
Lovely. Do you have the information for your suppliers?
I do. It's Kingfisher's Tavern. They're located on the high road. They close at midnight. If that matters to you. It doesn't to me.
I would like to lean in and say, why this particular tavern?
Because they've got the beer I want.
You sure there's no other personal reason?
Oh no, nothing, dearie. Nothing's personal. I just want to make sure that I get to keep my lights open.
Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit. Can I insight into that?
Give me insight.
I'm gonna call bullshit.
Yeah, your choice is a very personal. Oh,
Nice.
20.
Very good.
All right. So, you gather that there is not a personal reason behind this, but there is a reason.
Okay, I'll just kind of give her a look,
And she'll smile.
I'll say, what can you tell us about their setup? What challenges might we face acquiring these for you?
Oh, she's a smart one, isn't she? So, I don't expect you to have any challenges. They close at midnight, so all of their patronage should be gone by 1. There's cleaning tasks to be done. I expect that to be done by 1 as well. They've got a back door, a front door, as well as an outhouse. if you care.
Are they one story or four like this?
They're in the high road, dear. They're a 10-story. But that's okay.
Even better.
Oh, be careful though. This is the high road. They have the
You cut out.
they have the this is the high road. They have the funds to hire guards. There should be two. Be quiet. They shouldn't have a reason to investigate you.
I'll look to my party, whoever's there, I can't remember, and say, I think we can handle this.
Yeah? I think we can.
Are you guys all sitting at the table when you're talking about this, or still at the bar?
They're at the bar.
Okay, because I went back to the table, so I'm not there.
Mhm.
I just wanted to make sure, because I would ask, like, what are your plans?
Mm,
Yeah, I would say if we're not needing any other information from her specifically, it be probably time for Coin to take his ale and head back to the table as well.
I will follow.
I and just so Dungeon Master, you're aware, like when I walked away from the bar to talk to Dave Fear initially, I should have said I intentionally took no drink with me because I have the heebie-jeebies about this place. So I intentionally did not take a drink.
Hold on. I gotta. What gave you the heebie-jeebies about the place?
The barkeep.
What?
The barkeep gave me the heebie when I went to go walk over to Dave Fear.
So after the insight roll.
Jesus. When was? Let me look. You know what? I'll take my damn drink with me. I don't care. You know what? I don't remember when was.
Yeah.
It
was after.
It was. Oh yeah. No. I was like, when was it? And you mean the horrible Flummy roll? Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
you none of the information that you've been given, other than.
You cut out. You cut out, sir. Yeah.
You cut out again.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're.
I think that was my life with the Morkborg.
But no, so
hold on.
So I mean,
I'm checking my mic. Do I have? I have no noise canceling. No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a couple seconds at a time.
Yeah. It's just a couple. It's like a couple words that cut out.
All right. We'll try this. I changed some shit, so we'll see if this works. So
If it was after the insight roll, okay, so I would have taken my drink, but I have not. But when I went to go talk to Dave Fear, because she seems the opposite of the barkeep Laura, I would not have kept drinking.
Not Laura.
No, Laura's my barkeep friend back home. No, yeah. Laura is my barkeep friend back home, who's a lot more approachable than what we saw today.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, she's probably not engaged in sketchy shit.
Yeah, but no, and Dungeon Master, I don't expect for you to know who Laura is in my backstory. I shouldn't be like you're like, who the hell's Laura? Come on, Laura. Oh crap, didn't develop with you.
Nope, you're totally cut now, Zach.
Hold on.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, I'm here. Move on.
Okay, yeah, no. So anyway, I just, but if we're about to move out, I'm all about moving out. But I just want to get a better perspective of what our next move is. Are we going for these 4 casts? And that's the part.
I
That's
think we're
the part.
waiting for nightfall.
We
Okay.
have several hours. It's
Yeah.
still like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So yeah. So it. Oh no. Nightfall won't be till like 8 p.m. So
This all
I'm
bears
just trying,
asking, are you sharing the plan with the rest of the party?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
Or is this just a select bunch who is going to engage in this?
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to articulate.
Does the bard look sneaky?
I think we can all agree that the bard is sketchy as fuck. But
if he hangs with an orc, I would think
he just helped
he's
you
sketchy.
rig a fight to
The
do
sketchy
things.
isn't the question. The question is, can the bard actually keep his mouth shut? And so far, I have seen zero evidence that he's capable of that.
Well, that's where plans come together to build upon strengths rather than weaknesses. Sometimes it's about distracting and subterfuge rather than actual stealth and invisibility.
Oh,
Right. So yeah.
You're-
Bottom line. So we all have a better understanding as a party. Is it being shared with a select few? Or is it being shared with all?
Who's sitting at the table right now? Because it's me and Coin went over to a table.
So
And Elric is there too.
There has been lots of out of table conversation. Let's reset. You all
everybody
find
meets back
yourself.
up.
You all find yourself back at the table after your various conversations. Continue. Have conversations in character as opposed to conjecture.
That's what,
So do we
so Coin would definitely step in and try to give a more lay of land. So I have started to broker a deal with, and this is going to be in hushed tones more so. So implies that the conversation should be kind of more kept at the table. So I have been working to broker a deal with the bartender here. I understand that I've maybe overstepped some bounds in asking favors, but I believe that if we utilize this opportunity.
Hey Jeff, we're getting a lot of ice noise from you.
So, I thought it needed.
Yep.
I think that we could definitely utilize this opportunity to have a kind of covert place if we ever needed it in the future. I don't know how we're going to be received in the city. I don't know how things might go here. And I'd rather have a maybe darker hole to come back to. That's my motivation for maybe setting up something for us or myself, and if we are still companions at that time in the future. But if anyone is not wanting to partake, they do not have to. But I would like the assistance of someone a little bit more stout than myself.
If the lady Defear spoke with led us here or pointed us here as quickly as she did, I worry that anywhere else in the city might be worse.
We go to Alikos, and I didn't think of it like that. That's actually very, very smart way of the outlook. And then I look at Coin, and I'll be like, "You have me. I'm a stout one that will work with you on this, as we've already."
Yeah.
I would like to take a moment to look at the people in the party and respond by going, well, it is entirely possible that she may have been quite peeved at my interrupting her daily activities, and she was hoping that I might be slaughtered rather quickly. These things do happen on occasion. I'm not entirely certain why. I'm an absolute delight.
Oh, Dave Fear, that was funny. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Case in
Slaughtered
point. Of course you
instantly.
did. I am magical with my delivery.
Oh man, slaughtered instantly. Oh yes. But I don't know. If everybody else is interested, I'm willing to do this. This is not how I like to do business, so everyone knows. But I will do this for the party.
I will look at everyone and everyone sitting down and say, trust me, if you guys can cause a distraction, I can get us in.
I
Or
do believe, my dear lady,
Sure,
that it is quite obvious that I am very good at being distracting.
But I think we should take some time while we have it to go visit this place and see what we might be getting ourselves into.
Sounds like a plan.
Kind of scope the place out.
I like that idea, but I do think that ones that get stared at should stay, because we'll be more noticeable on this stakeout.
Oh, stakeout. I'm just going in to have a drink.
I would like to, before if we have all this daylight to burn, I would like to see about what future items of combat and defense we might be able to come across if this does go well for us. And I agree with our party member. If we could set up a home base, is not just for rest and recoup. It's also for rearming. So if we have hours, let's use our time to our advantage before nightfall.
So, if we are going to do something at night, would it be fair to say that we have some time to kill?
It would be fair. I would say at this point, you've probably burned an hour.
Okay.
I also
So-
definitely do not mean to make this our home. I mean this to make it a hole, a hidey hole.
Oh, and I apologize. I think I was muted. Did you all hear what my suggestion was, or was I muted?
I think we.
I don't think we heard.
Okay,
heard.
so okay, I apologize.
Was it the let's go find weapons? 'Cause we
Yeah,
heard that
let's
one.
go find weapons.
Yeah. Yep.
If just as long as if we have some sun to burn, as we used to say amongst my people, if we have sun to burn, let's use it to our advantage.
Session 2, shopping trip.
There it is. There's the
Uh,
goddamn it.
Oh, there it is.
every
Hey,
I don't have
DM's
anything I need to buy.
favorite thing.
I don't. Who needs
There's
to buy
the
things?
face.
Who has money to buy things?
No,
Yeah,
we don't.
So-
We don't need to buy things. Just see what's available for the future. Oh no, DM. Yeah, just see what's available in the future.
Window shopping. Window shopping. No real shopping. We don't have money to real shop.
You don't have,
Exactly.
like,
Window
5
shopping.
characters and shops, and then a whole list of shop equipment to just throw out there at
So,
this new world.
If
Fine.
is this conversation
can't buy.
happening? Is this conversation happening at the table, or is it just sort of everyone kind
Yeah.
of giving strange looks
At the
about I
table,
don't
at the
have money to
I'm
do
saying-
that sort of thing?
I mean,
I'm saying it at
it's
the table.
happening at the table.
Yeah, table.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
it.
I have no money, but I think it would be better maybe if Gormac and myself were not the ones eyeing down the place that we're taking the casks from. We're very tall compared to the people here, and we're very noticeable. That if we return later in the night, they'd be like, "Yeah, they were here earlier today." I can't forget those two.
You are,
So-
without a doubt, my tall friend, quite distinctive indeed.
Thank you. Thank you.
In me being a big green person, I'll stick out too.
You are quite unforgettable, despite my every attempt to do so.
Funi, are you wearing armor? What type of armor are you wearing?
I just have leather armor.
Okay. Just ask.
Yeah, I'm not heavy armored. I'm wearing leather.
Gotcha. Cool. I say, I wouldn't mind going with Gormac, and if anybody else would like to go, we could window shop while you guys stake out the place, and then return, and we'll have double information, and we also don't hinder your investigation of the target. Oh my god, I'm saying target now. Oh, it's been like 30 days. I take a sip of my stout.
What is that? What is
Morally
target
compromised.
mean? What does that mean?
That may be in character.
Oh, I didn't know you were saying that in character.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, in character.
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were saying that in character. My apologies. What?
I know, my
What?
accent's pretty trash. Sorry.
Oh no, my yeah. What does target mean?
Where we do our deal at, our score, our
You're using big words for a fella who's not used to them, but I get your meaning.
Dave Fear would like to
Gosh.
lean into Gormac's ear and whisper, "Objective."
another big word.
I will
I
I'm
nod.
gonna kind
I
of look
nod,
around and
I
say,
nod.
all right, well, I need to scope this place out. Who's coming with me?
My dear, do you require a distraction?
I'm not sure if we needed a distraction quite yet, but it wouldn't hurt to have someone like you come with me.
Then my dulcet tones and my nimble, talented fingers are yours to employ however you need.
Oh gosh. I roll my eyes.
brother Bard, as much as I will miss our time apart, I know that you would do this young lady well.
This is getting better.
Your faith in me is well placed and appreciated.
I look at Gormac and I say, it looks like the big bros will travel together. The burly bros will travel together.
Yeah, I think I will go with the stakeout group. Unless, actually, I think that Alikos, you may enjoy imbibing during their business hours.
Alikos?
Oh,
You're
he's
muted.
muted.
I don't see
Oh.
him as
Oh,
muted.
you're good now. You're good now.
Nope, not coming through though.
Interesting.
It was
There is a big
coming through a
storm
second
going
ago.
on. It's screwing with my stuff. It might be something with
Yeah,
that.
my Discord's been having fun.
Then I'm going to take a moment in the lull to take a look at Gormak and again whisper in his ear, take care and remember the horses.
How about this? Is that working?
Yeah,
There
we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going drinking.
I will go. Maybe keep the gentleman out of some trouble. Then I'll accompany them around
Alright.
town.
We've got Nizari, Alikos, and Dafir checking out the Kingfisher's Tavern. And then we've got Gormak, Elric, and Coin going to go shopping. Shopping!
Window
Yeah, not even
shopping.
like real
We
shopping.
don't have
Just
money.
looking at
Window
things.
shopping!
Window shopping. We don't
What's
have
this
money.
do? Who knows? It's just a bag. It looks like a bag.
Alright. Alright, so I'm going to be on.
Mike,
Sorry. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you're good. You're good again.
Hello.
You're good again.
It's not noise suppression. I'm yelling. I swear.
No.
Ah!
Be honest.
All right. Well, we need to get you a mic quick because this ain't working.
Yep.
That's
It's we'll take care of it. Don't worry. So, we're Alikos, Elric, and Azari are going to be our main focus in this quick adventure. So you all head towards the high road. Alikos, as soon as you exit the Ash Soul Road and that the industrial district and move to the high road, almost instantly the pain in your chest dissipates. You're able to breathe clean. None of the buildings are ash coated, or like there's a small brief like crossover.
Yeah.
But you can tell that this is primarily a trades district.
Okay.
And that there is some manner, like, for it to switch this quickly. Go ahead and give me an Arcana. Just.
while he's doing that, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting the name of this freaking place that we're going to.
Shroudmore, and you are going to the
Kingfisher Tavern.
Kingfisher Tavern.
Kingfisher. Okay.
Yes, Kingfisher.
15 for Arcana.
Yeah, that's enough to realize that there is magic going on. That is differentiating this district from the industrial district, or maybe even that the industrial district is closed off.
This looks like the trades. They need to make sure the ash doesn't get into their work. So,
As you walk toward
Mike again.
now,
As you walk towards.
no.
Don't-
It's right against my mouth, right?
I
Like
know,
you can
it
see it.
might not-
It's right there.
Yeah.
It is
It might
absolutely the mic. No, it.
Okay.
Mm. All right. As you walk towards the Kingfisher Tavern, you see Unlike the previous district, you see bolts of clothing on the streets. You see beautiful attire. You see gorgeously made weapons and intriguing magical items. And then, as the almost centerpiece of the high road, you see the Kingfisher Tavern rising
Of course.
amongst the other buildings. 10 stories where the rest are 5. Almost to the upper city.
Oh, she's got good taste.
You walk in, and unlike the previous tavern, which was a dirt floor covered in straw and battered tables, it is small tables as opposed to tavern style tables. You have a staff of at least 20. It is gorgeous. It is bright. There are magical sources of light, and you know that they're magical because there is not a flame. What do you all do as you enter this gorgeous area?
I will turn to Dayfear and say, well, you seem to be one with a way with words. Perhaps you can seek out the owner and strike up a conversation and find out more about this place.
And without further ado, I sort of bow my head and stroll off towards the bar itself. A good
I will
GM, sir, what do I see?
I will be following
So,
towards the bar.
you see this bright blue bar counter with gold trim, white tile on the base. It's a little ostentatious. It's not quite pretty, but you know it's fucking there. And behind him, unlike the previous tavern, where you saw like this, like various breweries behind there, it's all labeled with a kingfisher symbol on each of the kegs.
Were there any
Casks.
kingfisher behind the bar? Okay.
Good question. I thought you were talking about it back at the cursed hammer.
Yes, that was my question.
Yeah. Back at the Cursed Hammer, you did not see any kingfisher. Here, at the Kingfisher, it is only Kingfisher Brew.
It's a thoroughly in theme branded place.
And here, no one is in hood. Everyone is. It's not royally dressed, but it's just a hint below that. It's obvious to you that everyone here is merchant class, and the tavern is packed. You going up and down the stairs, you see scantily clad men and women both, just taking
Awesome.
folk up.
I will take the opportunity as we walk over to clean all of the ash off of our respective outfits.
Is that prestidigitation?
Yes.
I love that word.
It's a little difficult getting out,
Yep.
but it's a fun one. As I'm going to do that, I'm going to take a educated glance across the area, looking for any other bards.
It doesn't take you long to hear the dulcet tones of a rather accomplished bard playing a dulcimer.
Excellent. I will approach the bar.
Mm-hmm.
There is a dwarvish man behind. All right, what will you take?
Ah, good
We're here to
dwarf.
serve.
Good dwarf, my name is Defir Zan, Bard Extraordinaire. I understand you have a gentleman already entertaining the masses. It occurs to me that you could use a second. Can you imagine the effect of two bards at once? Wow, he struck imagining. This is really quite the thing.
Zach
I'll
went
take a
quiet for a
stab.
second.
Hello? Did
Yeah.
did I go out?
You did.
Give me a persuasion. God damn it.
The sucks is like you don't know that you went out until somebody else
No.
says. I saw your
Yeah,
mouth move.
yeah.
I was like, nothing came
no.
out. He doesn't know that he did. He
God.
was quiet.
Yeah, let's go.
I
Good
really-
roll.
Finally,
Yeah,
you, have to get,
18.
you have to be in the right atmosphere. That's what it is.
All right then. Let's see what you got.
Good dwarf. I am not quite dressed for the occasion. Is there a place I might switch into more a festive garb? You're out. You're out.
I hardly even start to, can you hear me?
No,
Hello?
we can't
Hello?
Now we can't.
God, you cut out again. In the middle of your rant.
God. I'm gonna rip it apart.
After careful consideration, I don't think I'm going to switch to from OBS. And you're out. Well, that Chromebook is looking awful reliable right now.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Yeah, hey,
Hold
hey,
on.
hey,
Like
okay,
we're getting.
Chromebook,
Give me a
an
sec.
iPhone. A Chromebook and an iPhone
All right.
right now.
So how
are-
does this sound? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. So you can't hear the music anymore, right?
Right.
Yep. All right. Cool. So I
Nope.
And you cut out.
No, like literally, guys. I'm and now that since Eric has
hold
said
on.
it's a storm. It must be a
Hold
storm. It must be the storm.
Yeah,
Hold-
it doesn't.
no.
It's not necessarily your mic. It might be
You know what it
something else.
is? It is the
It has to be the
awesomeness of the
storm.
bard.
You can
that's-
see you can see the video.
I can see
That
the
isn't cutting out.
The
Yeah,
video-
right?
but I'm saying it's not necessarily the microphone. It could be some of the audio.
Yeah. No.
stream somewhere.
I
No.
cut everything else out. This-
I'm
God
walking around like a
damn it.
moron.
All right.
Possible.
I'm walking around
hold
like a
on,
moron
hold
in my
on, hold on.
basement, getting closer to the router.
Yep. No. I mean, it's not that. So hold on. I'm gonna do one other thing. All right. How can you hear me? Is this good?
Yes.
It is good.
All right. So we switched to my webcam mic. God damn it.
Oh,
Where was I? All right. So absolutely.
there's a persuasion check.
Yeah. No.
And then
No, he's
somebody
giving me a place to change into more festive.
There
change.
was a success there, so you can absolutely age your dulcet tunes to our dulcimer. Feel free to head upstairs to change.
And with that, I am going to saunter off into the direction of the dressing room, where I'm going to, in general, don more festive garb, take up and pack away my traveling gear.
Question: what instrument are you playing?
I play a lute.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I play guitar.
Mm.
And I'm going to make a point of being separate from the other gentleman.
Yeah.
As we're,
So do me a favor. So can you describe your outfit as you go and change?
before the change, you mean?
So no. You are going up and changing, right?
You see, I was going to use this time to actually think what festive garb would look like, but sure, put me on the spot, why don't you?
Yeah. Come on, you said you were changing. Tell me what you look like.
Well,
Are
definitely.
you stripping?
Do you want a minute or two? Because I could
Yeah,
talk about drinks.
we could.
Dungeon Daddy, if you want to hear about the stripping, you're going to have to pay.
I don't think that's how that works.
It most
Daddy
definitely
doesn't
does.
pay.
Yep.
This isn't a 900 number.
I perform for money. This kind of talent is quality.
Excellent. Perform.
Anyway, so to begin with, his clothing is of high quality. Mysteriously enough, it is high quality wool, but it is meant to be sort of drab in general, featuring a proper cut of waistcoat and a suit with an overcoat. But, of course, it has been stained with the occasional wetness as we came through, and mud from the not-so-wonderfully paved roads. As I go in and actually change, this becomes light fabrics of great colors, oranges, yellows, and reds, and blues, and vibrant tones that are designed specifically to draw the eyes, and, of course, the pièce de résistance is the beautiful plumed hat. Why? Because it just completes the ensemble. Anyway, I step out into the spotlight that does not exist, knowing that every eye is upon me. Armed as I am now, I stroll down the stairs and reach the floor and angle myself towards the dulcimer playing bard, hoping that I know the music he is playing.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, and I'll say give me a performance check with advantage.
Oh, you would do that. Advantage is difficult with this.
I'm giving you a favor.
You did, and I appreciate it.
I'm sorry. Just give me a standard performance check. Fuck you.
Ah,
Give me another one. Give me another one.
That's easy.
Because that.
I haven't figured out how to do that with D&D Beyond. It's a little wonky with advantage and disadvantage.
So
You do.
I don't know. It's the plugin that's weird.
No, it's
Right,
literally
the
the
D&D
interface
Beyond.
is a little weird. It does the standard rolls easy, but
Yeah.
anyway, moving on. That's enough bitching.
So, yeah. So, with a with a 12, we'll say that you easily slide into the music that's being played, but you are playing second fiddle.
I am definitely deciding to play second fiddle at this point.
Yeah. So with that, Naziri and Alikos, what are you doing?
So I watched the bard go up and do that, and as I said, I just want to stout, or I think seem to have several. What do you have?
And you just see this huge smile. All right, so we've got an artichoke wine, and it's amazing. The bitterness plays a wonderful second fiddle to the sweetness. And then we've got some rum, and then we've got just the best elven wine you've ever had. And then there's some fucking stout, and a red ale, but I recommend that elven wine. It's going to cost you 3 silver pieces, and it's worth every penny.
Oh, the artichoke sounds much more interesting. Uh, do you what do you sweeten that with to balance it out?
The elven wine? I don't
No,
sweeten that,
no,
but
the artichoke.
oh, the artichoke.
Yeah, it's got to have some sweetness.
It's a little bit of honey, and then a little bit of brown sugar. Gives richness.
Sugar.
Brown sugar, yes. The honey gives a nice base to the flavor, and then the brown sugar really brings the richness.
Oh well, I suppose sugar is a lot easier to get here than. Oh, I'll taste that. I haven't had sugar in 8 years. Cane doesn't grow in the mountain.
Hmm. Well,
She
enjoy.
does.
Enjoy. That'll be 2 silver pieces. And, my dear, what will you have?
I'm not quite sure yet. As you can
Oh.
see, my friend here and I, we like the finer things. If we can maybe see, or you could tell us about how you store these beverages, how you make them. We're interested in your process.
All right. Well, the elven brew or the elven wine is brewed from a top, and we import that from the upper city. The artichoke wine we brew ourselves. Everything is harvested from the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
The sugar is harvested from the coasts. The brew, the wine or the wheat comes from the fields surrounding the swamp. Best farmland you'd ever feel.
Ah, that'll be the salt then.
The rum we do distill ourselves again from that coastal sugarcane. So, and in terms of storage, we do have a bit of magic here that keeps everything at a specific temperature. You'll note
Oh,
it.
each
And
can.
hold on, come here, feel this cask, and he brings your hand to a rum cask, and you feel that it is a particular temperature, and then you focus a little bit more, and you feel that it's a fluctuating temperature, fluctuating between a high heat and a low heat. And
Is it
then
each?
Hmm?
Go ahead. I thought you were done.
It is absolutely heat. And then he takes you and places your hand on a wine cask, and it is a solid a cool temperature. That
Is
if you were to put a temperature on it, it would be about 45. I'm sorry, it'd be about 20 Celsius.
is each cask enchanted?
It is, my boy.
It's amazing. Ah,
We,
what a wonder it
we
would be to work with such.
Who's in charge of keeping all of your different beverages stored and cooled and make sure it's the proper temperature? You must have someone here
The,
on site all the time.
The dwarf behind the bar just kind of pops his chest. Aye, last that'd be me. A bit of the Lord's magic helps.
The lords? The city lords?
No, my lords.
Dwarf lords?
The Lord Aeorin.
Do I know that name?
Give me a religion check. I'm not sure.
Yo, I don't know if he made it up, but if he's if this is what you're getting from him, then he's doing a bang up job. You sounded like you disdained the what's the word? I can't think of a good word. Normal. Bruce. In favor of the artichoke and are there any other experiments you've run previously?
Well, to be honest, we've got a seasonal wine here. The artichoke wine only runs at a 6-month fermentation and aging cycle, which is part of the reason why we feel the need to sweeten it to mellow out the bitters. We've got
Yes.
we do a mushroom wine and we do a fern wine. And in the winters we do a kale wine. I know, it sounds wild, but those from the outer cities do not have access to the same quality of wines that we do.
I've done a mustard creams.
Ah! A brewer we have, we! That's
Yeah.
very exciting.
Yes. That's why I'm asking, because it's there's so much that can be done. Why, as you, a pilsner has been explored, but there's so many. There's mushrooms. And if anyone else wants to do anything, Alikos is happy to talk shop with the
absolutely.
the barkeep for the next 12 hours.
I feel like you talk shop, Missouri. Are you doing anything while Alikos is talking shop?
Have they kind of shut me out while they're geeking over this?
I mean, yes, absolutely. Alikos has set you up where no one is paying attention to you. They're going through their various forages and their various recipes. Like, no one cares about you at this point.
Okay. So I'd kind of like to walk around like the perimeter of the bar. Not like I'm not being sneaky. I'm acting like I'm admiring the architecture, the decor, everything. But I'm looking for some sort of cellar, some sort of door, trap door, or something that leads to where shit is stored.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
outside. Is there a cellar door? I feel like there is a cellar. You'll note as you look around that you were told that there were like 2, maybe 3 guards. There are 2 guards at the back entrance. There are 2 guards at the front entrance. There are 2 guards guarding the entrance upward to the upper levels. And then the way that you note that there is a cellar down below is you see a single guard in the brewery area. And
So
below
7.
them- Yeah, there is 7.
Okay.
But this is during business hours. Maybe she didn't lie to you. Maybe they reduced during off hours. Maybe.
As I'm perusing, based on your description of the clientele, do I see anyone I recognize as a madam?
With the 19, I would say that you do. That in the back corner, you do see that there is a kind. It's not a line because that would be crass in an establishment like this, but you do see well-appointed men and women moving towards the back, and there is an elf in the back corner who is. Yeah, the background music's a little louder. Do I need to turn it down real quick?
Yeah, I was gonna say something when you stopped talking, but
yeah,
it's a little
yeah.
I was
loud.
gonna say,
Hold
you're a little quieter now without your mic, so we
No.
don't have as much temperature over it.
No worries. I'm playing with shit in order to get over.
Well, Zach, we have to stop this fetish you have, okay? We cannot keep playing with shit. That is not sanitary.
So, for me, your voice and the music are about even.
Right, yeah. It's still a little potent.
All right, that better?
It is.
All right, perfect. Cool.
Noise canceling.
John, we'll talk about it later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a madam in the back who is taking a series of folk. And kind of how you notice this is not necessarily their walk to the madam so much as the walk up. You notice that when they walk to her, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, they walk up.
I would like to approach her.
Hello, my dearie. How can I help you?
Yes, I seem to require some. I have noticed that the upper levels seem to be where the real entertainment is.
So, that doesn't come cheap, dearie. But are you looking for a male or a female clientele or something in between?
A female will do.
All right. So, do you have a gold piece?
Depends on the quality.
Oh, you do not need to worry about the quality at this establishment. You will leave here finding yourself completely satisfied.
and I will take out a gold and hand it to her and say, we will see about that.
And she will take it. And all right, give it about 5 minutes, dear. Head upstairs. You'll meet Theodos. She will take care of you, and it will be the experience of a lifetime.
So what was that name that you said? It got quiet for a second.
Theodos.
All right, and with that, I'll sort of kind of walk away and keep my eyes out.
All right, so I will just say that you will spend the next 3 hours having an encounter that blows your mind. You can provide the details. You can exit and give any details that you like. But the theme of it is it was wonderful. It was worth every bit of that gold piece that you spent.
Well, I was not necessarily going up there for that specific brand of entertainment.
I guess you will note that as you go up, that the guards do not. The guards aren't as prevalent in upper levels. That it's about one guard every 2 levels at that point. That the main staff is on the main level, and really they're there to protect their employees as opposed to anything else.
All right. We don't have to spend that time now doing this, but we can talk about what happens.
we can talk about what happens, because I don't think we're going to get to the heist tonight. But we're going to go back to Elric and Coin and Goramak. Go ahead and give me investigation rolls, each of you.
Perfect. That's what I'm good at. Just kidding. It's
Hey,
not what I'm
you guys better win it for us because I'm
I am
not.
garbage at investigation.
Yeah, I'm garbage. Yeah, like I'm garbage. Yeah, don't look at me for investigation. I'm like
just under
not
average.
Too bad.
Please do better than me. Yeah, let's go 8. Come on.
Cormac, you
yeah.
Wow.
like, yeah, don't look at me.
For me, you hit intimidation.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Fine, roll better.
That's okay. Because
yeah, no, I mean,
I know what your charisma is. It's okay. Like,
right? No, intimidation.
You're not the important role here.
Yeah.
Coin, you take these 2 dumb boys.
Yeah. Make us going.
You wander and you see all manner of blacksmiths and artisseries. The place that stands out to you, and it's not because of the storefront, because honestly, none of these have a storefront that means anything. It's the smell. It's the alchemical smell that comes from this place. And outside you see Ellen's marvelous arsenal. It's not well named. It's Honestly, it's someone who's more like as you look closer, it's someone who's more interested in their craft than their advertising because they're selling
want.
this elsewhere. They're not focusing on the their storefront. Hi.
Hi, Carl.
Brought me a margarita. Sorry, guys.
It's nice to see my friend sometimes. It's fine.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
I
She's pretty cool.
wish I had someone bringing you
The only
margaritas.
reason you're here, dumbass.
Hey.
Hey. So out front, you
To me.
see a pretty tarnished dwarven orax. You see a great axe with a deadened sheen. A great sword that shines beyond the the ash that covers it.
Come on.
And a blade that radiates light.
So Dungeon Master, again, because we're poor right now, but we see items that would be worth coming back for. Is what you're saying? They're
Possibly. They could be bought
Yeah.
before we
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what's there, right?
What's there? Okay.
You're window shopping right now. You want to see
You
what's
mentioned
there?
you mentioned like the smell. It was just like there was something particular, or it changed from the rest of the kind of shops that we were passing in front of.
Yeah. So everything else seemed to be a pure steel, right? This seems to be something extra.
And I'm gonna make it. I'm making a note in my journal.
Yeah.
What's the name of the place? So if we come back,
Ellen's
Ellen's
marvelous arsenal.
Alan's
No,
marvelous.
Ellen.
Oh,
EELYN.
got it. Like my
Also,
wife's aunt Ellen. Ellen's marvelous what
Arsenal.
arsenal. But we saw some cool stuff. Okay.
Mr. Dungeon Daddy, this is kind of a meta question. Did we notice also when we kept walking this way that the air got not as heavy?
So you are still in the heart of the Ashen Souls Road.
Okay, cool. That's
Yeah,
just more for
so-
me,
so-
not necessarily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Are there
Uh,
price tags on the weapons in the window, kind of like hanging from them?
I don't think there's a window here.
I
Oh.
mean, there is a window. Those items were in the window. There are no tags. They don't. He's more.
No,
You get a
no.
feel from
yeah.
the window display that he's not necessarily trying to sell to you as an adventurer, right? He's trying to sell to others who have an eye for a blade, and that this is kind of translated through coin, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
coin
yeah.
rolled so well. It is the
I think that coin
if-
definitely has an eye for like more
Well-
unique items rather than like,
Well-
okay, this is a shield, this is a shield, this is a sword, this is a sword.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
But-
and coin, you do have the definite impression that if you'd come back here, you'd probably get a better deal than if you were to go to a retailer. It may not be from your mercantile experience. It may not be an easy exchange, but it would probably be a more profitable exchange.
So it's kind of like buying from the wholesaler versus going to the markup store that's like, yes, all of your money that you pay us goes to the gold leaf that is embossing everything.
Exactly.
I look at Coin
So
and I go, you think we could go in just to get an idea of where items around this area start from? You know, obviously we're not buying anything, but if we could just, get an idea of what we want.
I would, and I back that up by saying, Coin. I would like to meet whoever owns this place, because we might be able to come back and get a good deal, to make our party stronger, on weapons.
I mean, Gormok has a great point. I mean, might as well make friends now before we have to return with later on, right? Let them know we could be interested. They just look so cool.
You know that you're adults and can go into a store by yourself, right? That's not. You don't need to ask for my permission to
But
go into the shop. I was
but
just
Coin,
noting that they are more interesting looking items in here, and I would follow you into the shop. Why are
but
you
but
looking and asking me these questions? I
but
don't.
Coin. I think you're, unless I misunderstood, our
I'm trying to
appearance.
keep you out of trouble, but
I
I
think
am not
I think
your I am
I
not
think
your
we
chaperone or
You're not
I
our
think
parent.
baby.
I think we might be scared.
I
I
may be
think we might be
older.
scary. No. It has nothing to do with age. Being in the city, we are trying to not scare people. We have not seen a lot of folk like us. That is all. It is not looking for approval. It is looking to make sure that we do not scare people off, because of the way we look.
I lean into Gormak and I go, he's a hobgoblin, bro. Have you looked at him? He's kind of scary. I mean, he coughs almost every time he talks. It's crazy.
So if we are all scary, let's just get the name and move on. So if we have to come back, our friends who are less scary, uh can do the negotiating, like my friend the bard. But in my experience in life, you don't want to ruin a deal by scaring people off.
That is a brilliant idea, honestly. I'm so excited to go in here,
But
but I
let's
don't, I
let's
don't want
yeah,
to
let's not
ruin
scare
my
people.
own chances. That's so smart, Cormac. I have
Yeah,
never been so self-aware.
my
That is
my my grandfather taught me, uh don't let, the way we look ruin a deal. And when it comes to weapons, I never want to ruin a deal.
honestly, that's a solid. This place is too nice to walk into with just us three. We cannot go in here.
Oh, okay.
Also, because I fell asleep last week, I didn't realize you were a hobgoblin. I didn't
Yep, a
realize you were a
a little red man.
I mean that
I
the
didn't.
Basically, a devil
introduction
in a
happened
wolf.
ahead
I,
of the falling
I,
asleep, but don't worry. So with that, well, you all are going to. I'm assuming you're going to continue perusing and find your way back towards the evening time
Yeah,
to
for sure.
the cursed hammer.
Yeah, I would say we would just make notes of,
oh no,
herb,
I'm making
Yeah.
a note right
uh,
now.
Mhm. Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Um,
Wait,
if there's
I
an
mean,
armor shop that's not just weapons,
that
stuff like
I
that,
was,
just for
I
future.
was, I was about to say that there wouldn't
Yeah.
be necessarily an herb shop here, but there would absolutely be an armor.
Okay.
You can get
And
dirt, sand, rock.
So
Right, Coin.
again, because I messed up last session, I'm walking with fellow freaks right now, is what you're saying, Dungeon Master.
yeah,
For sure. The freakiest
Oh.
of the freaks.
Oh, geez.
And,
Never
and,
mind.
And the armor that stood out to was Cian's armor, and that's C.
You just dropped that in the chat.
Yep, will do.
All right. And that's my apology for messing up last session because I didn't realize all of us were freaks. So
All right.
no, thank you.
That's why
No,
we
thank.
That's why we went this way.
I don't think it hurts that we have all been seen hanging around the lower parts also. We're not making a name for ourselves. We're making a scene in the upper parts of the city.
With that, I feel like all of you and Dave here and Alikos, if you wanted to accomplish anything else at Kingfisher's Brewery, let me know. But I feel like you all would, after having kind of done some recon there, done a little bit of recon shopping, you find yourselves back at the Cursed Hammer.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm looking at, talking to the brewer, is which ones would be super like most missed, and it sounds like the elven wine would be very
That is absolutely the most premium option that they offer.
yeah. So I would
it is 6 silver piece a pour from conversation, which is 3 times their standard brew.
yeah, and ale is I just looked it up. Ale is normally 4 copper a mug.
And so
I was saying
this ale
normally.
is,
I was saying normally. So
is 2 silver. You'd get a feel if just from the shopkeeper at the Cursed Hammer is she normally sells it at a copper piece. Oh, look at you, Fumi.
Hey,
Looking
Fumi.
all sexy and shit.
Yeah, no. You'll probably only see me the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes of a session because
no worries.
I'm going to jump up for a 14 and a 12-year-old.
No worries.
My wife work travel. If you would have seen how times I had to get up.
No worries.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Cool.
But
I was just calling out because it was cool. So with that, yeah, you would absolutely kind of note that there is a steep differential between what the Cursed Hammer is selling things and what the Kingfisher is selling things.
Yeah. So I would want to know what the Elven wine looks like to stay away from that, because if that one gets taken, they'll probably be a lot angrier.
So the Elven wine is sold at 2 silver piece.
Yeah.
The rum is at 1 silver piece. The artichoke wine is at 9 silver piece, and the
9
stout
silver?
is at, I'm sorry, 9 copper.
Okay.
And the stout is at 2 copper.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just be making sure that I can differentiate each of the things.
So smart.
Because I don't want to take the Elven wine because they're going to get much more angry about that one missing. Maybe 1 stout, but you said that there were a few other things, so I'm making sure that I can tell which ones are the middles, not the ones that are the ones that based on what they've been saying might be in the back. They might have extra of. They might not be. They might be take longer to be missed. If they've got 17 casks of, their standard ale, they might not notice. Whereas if they only have one cask of the artichoke wine, because it was an experiment.
You also said that they were marked with the kingfisher emblem or something. How is it? Is it a brand? Is it a
So, on the barrel head, there is an emblem that has been burned in. Though, from memory of the the cursed hammer, every single cask had a different burned in emblem, except for two. They're not producing a whole lot, and they're not shy about it.
Oh, you're
Should
saying
we
it's
try to
so-
talk?
Tommy, you're muted.
Yeah.
So if we're so if we're all trying to get 4 cask, I'm gonna suggest that we might need horses and a wagon, because
Sir,
I think only
you
two
are
of
not
us.
part of that party.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
You are not part of that party.
We're taking some of these questions as I want to give you all some
Oh.
input into what happens next session. So Fumi, continue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please do.
my apologies then.
Yeah, no worries.
My apologies, because if
No.
only really 2 of us can pick up cask, and we got to get 4 cask, it's gonna be hard to get 4 casks probably without like a horse and wagon, because
Yeah,
we'll look
that's
pretty.
a good point.
Those who would have walked it would have known that's about a 30-minute walk.
Yeah. So like, and I apologize if we're not all together. I just wanted to point
You're all
out
together now. You're all together
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You're sharing information.
we will need to look at logistics, because 4 casks and only 2 of us carry them. We're gonna look like morons walking down the street.
Yep. And I certainly can't
That
pick up
said-
one.
That said, you don't know what After Hours City looks like.
No, but it's
You
gonna
haven't
be
experienced it.
but it's gonna be better than
Yeah.
us trying to do 4, and
Yeah,
probably
that's fine. I'm just telling you, you've never
Yeah.
experienced it. It might fit in.
yeah, it could. With all the other stuff, deliveries might be at night. But definitely the getting a horse and cart. So that's something that we should look at as we are out and about, is renting a horse and cart for today and tomorrow.
I got a
and the
question.
only reason why I throw that out, my friend Dave Fear has put us in situations that made me think of these. He unscrupulous. I think that's the word you use, Dave Fear. Unscrupulous.
Elric, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how heavy do we think these casks are again? I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't.
Alikos would know.
Heavy.
Alikos
Yeah.
can't pick them up.
They might not be 200 pounds.
A full keg is about 160 pounds.
Oh, I can carry both of those. We don't need a cart.
Yeah, but we've got 4.
There's
4,
a
not 2.
I can maybe carry 3. I cannot carry 4.
Yeah, I can't carry one.
I think it's
Are-
still. I think it's just a little too conspicuous for 2 gentlemen to be walking down this main street with 4 barrels
Well,
So
how are
I think Alikos was a very, very
No,
clever idea with.
that wasn't mine. That was Gormar's.
I've done jobs with Dave Fear, and my echo, thank goodness, can help as long as he's not attacked. My echo is as strong as me, but Dave Fear,
That's pretty wild.
Dave Fear was not of much help. Ain't that right, Dave Fear?
You have a. Hmm, you
If
might be
I
able to
may
do
be so
it.
bold to assume that I might have gained information of some sort from my dalliance with Theodos. That me and you can maybe set aside like 10 minutes. We can chat.
Well,
Yeah,
I have a. How are the roads there? Is there any back roads? Because I kind of have a little trick where I get bigger than I am now.
So
I wanted to know if I could do that
if
and
if
not
no,
be like obvious about it, where I could maybe carry, if need be, I could get under the arms or like
right.
around the chest.
I would just like to point out that I'm going to let that statement slide along unspoken.
I will say, I will ask just so you know, like you don't have to answer. Arthur, who went to the Kingfisher Brewery or Tavern rather, let's go ahead and let's give me an investigation. Let's see if you found the routes.
Why does that come out? Oh, I did do it.
Oh no!
My
That's fine.
apologies.
That's fine.
I was
That's
not paying
fine.
attention to routes at all.
No,
Alikos, you're
I'll-
too excited
That should
about
be
fire.
a +1, please. Not a +4.
But so an 11, a 15. With the 15, I'd say that you didn't find the perfect route, but you found some place that is lesser traveled.
Sweet.
And just
was there a
plan-
general?
I'm sorry. Go,
You said
go.
an 11, and I was just wondering if there was a general.
I'm sorry, 15.
Okay.
Nazir rolled the 15. Sorry.
And just if we're all together talking, just for planning, if we're getting 4, my echo can carry 1, I can carry 1. So we just really need to get 2.
Elric could carry 2, so that could do that. So then I think it's more for the horse and cart would be still a good idea, but what does the city look like at night? I think that we need to.
So,
That part we'd want to wait. Because the plan is to go over there no earlier than 1. So it would be well into night, even before that, so we could get a good look at what the city looks like at midnight. Is it deliveries? Is it
holy shit. That Echo does not have a fucking set time limit. That's ridiculous.
Right.
It's so broken. It's so
No,
broken.
Oh,
It
that's
really is.
bullshit. That's
It's
fucking
so
bullshit.
broken.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I was like, hold on. That can't possibly be the case.
Yeah.
God
Tell it to
damn it.
damn
I
Yeah.
have regrets. I have
Yeah.
regrets.
Yeah,
That is amazing.
Like Echo Night. That's why.
No. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love it.
Too late.
Oof.
Too late.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's on me. That's great. I love it.
No. When you said, because I called Andrew
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
I because
No,
he said
yeah,
he's
no, it's right. It's right. You're right. It's great. I love it. It is.
He's just hating it.
No.
that has fantastic utility.
no
Which-
like
which I love. It is great for non-combat positions like this.
And I think people don't realize Echo Knight can be used for statistics and combat,
Yeah,
and
no,
and
it's amazing.
it's more legit.
Chef's kiss. It's great. I love it. I do.
You have
Yeah, it's great. All right. So you were saying something, Elikos?
So it looks like we can carry 4 if we need to. So it's more. One of the things that we want to do is wait until about midnight and see what the streets look like. Are there deliveries going on? Are they all? Does everyone pay for a horse and cart? Do people, doing hand carts, carrying things themselves? And then, of course, if anyone else has any other questions or things that they want to look at.
I think we can also set up distractions along the road. So maybe we have a interception at the location, and then maybe halfway between. Something to, if someone is following them, we can intercept and distract and divert their attention.
I think an impromptu performance on a different route might just do the trick.
Oh, Nazari, that is a great idea.
Wonderful.
Do you prefer Naz or Nazari? I hear Coin call you Naz every now and then. So
Naz or Nazari. Naz works.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was mispronunciating. I apologize.
And just so people know, my friend Dave Fear, if it comes to big word distractions, he's good. Dave Fear, over to you, my friend.
I am at the disposal of the party, dependent upon what they need.
As we have many people on a job, I bring the muscle and he brings the hustle.
I think it sounds like Nazari and possibly me might be our way in. Depending, some of that depends on what Nazari and maybe Dafir learn about what's going on upstairs. I'll shift my hooves. I'm actually quite good at climbing.
And just so
I have seen it. I have seen it. He can climb. It's crazy. I couldn't outclimb him. I tried. Couldn't do it.
And just so people know, my Echo and I can climb. My Echo also doesn't have to be next to me, so my Echo could, my Echo has to be close to me, but my Echo might be able to help you when I go with a different group. But we're good at climbing.
I will
saying
do
echo.
one of
What
those.
do you?
I'll do one of those mountain goat.
Echo Knight.
Like stand on like the bricks. And I'd be like, I think your Echo might be good, or you might be good at climbing, but I don't think you're.
Everybody keeps saying echo. What is an echo? I don't.
I'm not.
It's when you shout down a very, very deep hole or cave.
An echo.
Gormac, you might describe what happens as you split into your echo.
So, Dungeon Master, damn you! Give me a second.
Dungeon Master, damn you! Dungeon Daddy.
Oh no,
Dungeon Daddy.
Last adventure, so I have notes ready to read verbally. No, because you would put me on the spot. And I'm like,
No, you all put me on the spot fucking every moment. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Go.
This is
Perform.
more.
No, no.
You want a heavy RP campaign? You can have.
Right,
It's not just the DM.
So
I would just like to throw out there that I don't know what you're talking about, Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Daddy is more like our performing little pig at the state fair.
all right. So I'm reading verbatim. I'm reading verbatim, and you can yell at me if you want, Dungeon Daddy. Your Echo has an AC of 14 plus.
Nope. No. I don't give a shit about that shit. Tell
It's all
me
about
how, but
character.
visually, how does it happen when your echo splits from you?
So
Because
when my Echo splits off, my Echo can move 30 feet from me.
No. Fuck that. What does it look like?
It looks
What
like
does it look like?
it looks like
No,
me. But it looks like
is not. It is not an exact replica.
Right. No,
It is.
So,
So.
It looks like me, only darker.
As you were asked, I would imagine that you would show off, right? And you step aside, and as you're asked about your echo, and where you stood stands this blue, pale, translucent figure that looks exactly like you.
like the picture.
Except its eyes are blue flame. And the odd thing is when you move, it moves.
Yes. Like the picture I posted. Damn it.
Well, then describe the picture.
Describe that. I fucking took care of it for you. Don't worry.
I don't.
And
in the picture.
so having shown off your echo, what do you say?
I would say, hey Echo, go get killed with these Fulios. We're gonna go get 4 casks. You may or may not make it. But I can conjure you 2 more times so I can bring you back to life.
So it runs away. It runs away. It starts running. Based on that. You all see a blue pale version of Gormak running out the inn door. And that's where we're gonna go ahead and leave things.
I don't want to be here.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna run away.
I should have gone to sleep early tonight. I should have gone to sleep early tonight.
Dude, I had fun tonight. This was good.
Oh no! No.
Thank you, everyone. This was
Hey,
fantastic.
get ready with Zach. Get ready for 3 years of fun.
Dude, this was awesome. This session was even better than the last session.
Oh no! If well, I mean, I fell asleep last session, so I mean, I don't know how good last session could have been.
It would have been even better, Fumi, if you hadn't.
It would have been. That's why this one was better.
We had hanging dong, and we had a continued fisticuffs.
You know,
Oh no!
a statement like that, Fumi, just begs someone to say something to the effect of, if only there were recordings and video to share such a thing.
Oh!
Damn, got him.
Someone listen to all of them.
And for those who just joined this session, this group is, I'm telling you, like this group doesn't have to sell itself. This group doesn't have to sell anything. It sells itself. So thank you guys. Thank you, Miss. This is awesome. We have so much fun, and minus when we all met together for 14 hours for our final session and we're ready to kill each other. I mean, it was a good 3 years last go around too.
You know, that just also begs to say, thank you, Fumi, for giving us 3 hours that makes us want to kill each other.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. I liked you better in high school.
That's because I was
Andrew,
quiet.
Me too.
All right. Good night, gang.
Take it easy.